Gilda Rogers, and I'm the Executive Director of the T. Thomas Fortune Cultural Center. At the center here, we opened in May 2019. The home is a National Historic Landmark. T. Thomas Fortune lived here with his family from 1901 until approximately 1911, 12, somewhere in that area. The home has been totally rehabilitated and restored. We were able to move in here in 2019 after many years of fighting to have the home preserved. Now that we're here, our mission at the T. Thomas Fortune Cultural Center is to uphold the civil rights and social justice legacy of T. Thomas Fortune through education, the arts, community outreach, and public programming. I learned of T. Thomas Fortune back in the year 2000. Prior to that, I had never heard his name before. I worked as a managing editor at that time for an African American weekly newspaper in Newark called City News, and we won the T. Thomas Fortune Award. And I had never heard of him. So I did some background on him, found out who he was, and questioned myself as a journalist. He's a journalist, he was a journalist. Why was it that I didn't know about him? I went through, I graduated from college, from journalism, never heard his name mentioned. All right, along this journey that I've been on now really for 20 years, I discovered at some point in time that he lived in Red Bank, doing some research work for my graduate degree in history. So from there, I opened a bookstore here in Red Bank back in 2008 that was called Frank Talk. And that's really how I became associated with T. Thomas Fortune and this mission to save the home. I enjoy the programming that we're able to bring to the community, from lecture series to, we have music here, book signings. Branford Marsalis, the great jazz musician, has visited us here at the Cultural Center. And we just look forward to being able to serve the community in ways that elevate their consciousness about Black culture and history here in Red Bank. I believe community is very important because we have to, first of all, we have to coexist here in our community with each other. All right, at one time in Red Bank, it was a very thriving African American population on the west side of Red Bank. The demographics of the west side have now changed, and we have more of a Latinx community now. And that's why I really feel like this structure being here now is really valuable and really important, so that those families that used to live here in Red Bank and their descendants are represented here, because even though they're no longer here, it is something that is here in Red Bank that says this was a very thriving African American population at one time. The Basie family and the Fortune family were here living in this Red Bank community during the same time. Fortune was a catalyst for developing the west side of Red Bank. It is important to support the arts because the arts are transformative. The arts allow us to look at things in a different way, to give us a different perspective about life and living and humanity. More importantly, humanity. I'm proud to call myself an artist as a writer. So we have the opportunity to help shape thought and ideas and to change lives. I consider us to be like the new kids on the block. And for us to be receiving this award, I guess sooner than I would have thought, is very, it says something to me and to the organization and to our board and to all our volunteers that the work that we do here is being noticed. And so I'm just thrilled. I'm very thrilled that Monmouth Arts has paid attention to what we've brought to this community and are celebrating us. So yes, I'm very excited for us to be receiving this Community Service Award. I want to take this opportunity to thank Monmouth Medical Center because they really stepped up to support us in our permanent collection and permanent exhibit that will be called the Parker Family Legacy Room. I also want to thank Morgan Stanley, who's been with us every step of the way. I want to thank Detour Gallery, who has been supportive of us. I'd like to also thank Ocean First. Ocean First has been a great supporter of our youth fortune tellers program. We are very proud to be honored by Monmouth Arts for our work in the community.